dream that no one could save.
Hey all, welcome back to the channel. Every now and then I get a bee in my bonnet about targeting a particular fish with my spear gun. And recently that's been the grey triggerfish, or chicken of the sea as I'd rather call it. Despite their kind of drab coloration, their weird thick leathery skin, these fish are seriously good eating. But it can take a bit of problem solving to find them.
Months of rain and chest pain. What's the plan? Try to breathe and stay insane.
Rosie's looking good today.
Grab my hand.
So I would say, over the past 10 years, the thing that's helped me progress the most with spearfishing is just the sense of adventure, is exploring new areas. I've always tried to, hit new spots, explore different areas, hold different fish. Today we're going somewhere fairly sheltered, so not quite sure what we might find. Flatfish, maybe lobsters. Could be the chance for trigger. Would be nice. Very much like to catch a triggerfish. I'll take you down to the reef, see what's there. This reef had all the features you would expect to hold triggerfish. A shallow rocky area full of crevices and the mollusks which the triggers feed on with their powerful jaws. As I was expecting to find these fish holed up, I decided to swim around, covering as much ground as possible, looking in all the crevices. On about my 10th dive at the mark, something caught my eye in the kelpy fringes of the rocky reef. That was the only glimpse of a triggerfish either of us had all day. We spent about 3 hours on that reef, but that was proof, that was evidence enough to me that the reef held triggers. I knew there must be more hanging out somewhere, I just needed to find out where. So a few days later, hooked up with my good mate Cammy, we went back out to the spot, and this is what happened. Landing right where I'd seen the triggerfish a few days before, I was greeted by a bunch of bass which were trying to tempt my spear gun. No chance, I was after triggers. I left them to it and started searching the crevices once again for the cheeky blighters. Just as I was starting to lose faith in this mark, I came across an amazing spectacle. It's not every day you find a horde of triggerfish in a cave. With one on the stringer, I decided to see if I could line up two with one shot. so happy. I've been waiting for a couple of years to get some triggers. Last year there really didn't seem to be many in. I was looking for them, I couldn't find them. I had a couple the year before, but they are back. I'm so happy to be able to provide a really tasty fish for the family tomorrow. I'm hoping Cammy's gonna get one. I've just put him on a spot which I know has a couple of triggers in the hole there, so fingers crossed he'll grab one. Cammy needed a bit of coaxing to see these triggerfish, but I was determined for him to shoot one before the sun went down. Look at that. Good work, mate.
It's a bit of handicap spearfishing for you.
How'd you get?
I spent the day trying to find stuff and I couldn't find anything. And then Joe's like, come follow me, come follow me. And after about 3 failed attempts of following him, I managed to follow him, and he just points his torch right on it. So I've got to thank Joe for that one.
These fish spend a lot of their time wriggling right down deep in the cracks, so they do gather a lot of scars and blemishes on them. Most of them will die by around about December time because they're tropical, subtropical fish, so it's very unlikely any of these fish would actually make it through the winter anyway, because they will have migrated here. However, they're going to be going in the oven. Possibly one of them will be going in the sand oven. We had the most amazing sunset as we came home last night. It was just, the sky looked like it was on fire. And today I brought the family to a beach here behind me. Amazing little spectacular cove. Just dropped them in at the beach and we're gonna have the trigger for supper. Gonna cook it in a sand oven. So excited to get eating this triggerfish. I haven't eaten one for a long time. Last one I caught was in Cornwall a couple of years ago, and they taste so good. Chicken of the sea. Cannot wait. Look at that.
Hold it, Daddy.
Great, be careful, hold it tightly.
Have it in the fire.
Look at that. Triggerfish plot. Look at that, Chloe. Wow. Instead of skinning them, I just like to bake them in the oven, sand oven in this case, and the skin just flakes off. And below that is just the most delicious fish.
Hot, Chloe.
Down you, boy. Chloe, you're covering it in sand. What's it like? Is it nice? One more piece for Daddy. I think possibly because their main diet is mussels. That's why they taste so nice, because mussels are delicious. Mummy?
Thank you.
How,
So yummy.
how does it compare to bass, for example?
Texture, isn't it? Quite still a light, delicate taste. Not too fishy, not too strong. Oh, being pinched. Yeah, it's really nice, really delicate flavour.
But you love sea bass. Would you?
I do.
You prefer it to bass or not?
I think because you don't have this as often, I would say I prefer this one. It's a special treat.
Okay. That brings me to the end of another JPK video. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate each and every one of you guys, your views, comments, just being part of my channel. I feel like I'm gaining a really quality audience, so thank you so much. Triggerfish, delicious, our bellies are full. I mean, half of spearfishing for me now really is sharing the hobby with the family, taking them to beautiful places like this, experiencing the tastes of the sea, experiencing the environment, trying to do it in a sustainable way. We've had a great time, but now we need to hit the road or hit the sea, get these little ones home, because they're going to be getting quite tired now. I will see you guys for another spearfishing adventure soon. Cheers.